Oh my God, the salmon is...
I know, right? And then Miss Frizzle's in the bus.
There are so many, I'm assuming Republicans, commenting things like, you two are perverted.
Oh.
This is a beautiful video and exactly how it should go.
What?
There are all these people being like, this is exactly what it should be. Do not hate on this. This is perfect.
The thing that bothered me that I think is criminal is this misunderstanding of people going, that's literally how fish reproduce. There are hundreds of comments. People being like, that's literally how salmon reproduce. And I'm like, I'm not saying it's not.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the kids shouldn't be in the egg. Hello.
Oh my gosh, hello everyone.
Hi, welcome to the Big Bad Podcast for you.
Oh guys, it's even badder this time. It's even bigger this time. And this time...
It's Syd and Olivia talk shit. I'm the Syd one.
I'm the Olivia one.
Today we have another one.
Whoa.
This person is going to inform us today about a lot of true crime. We're going to be doing...
We're going to be doing a deep dive into the criminal justice system.
We're going to be getting really into crime today.
Yeah.
I'm like usually into crime, but like just actively doing it.
I'm usually into crime and that I'm being arrested for them constantly.
But today we're like really getting into the subject of crime.
So long as it's petty.
As long as it's petty.
I have no qualifications otherwise.
It's Griff from Petty Crime.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
This is so exciting. Why don't you explain kind of what the podcast is for people who are dumb,
stoopy, and they've never even seen it with their own eyes and ears.
Who haven't even discovered us yet.
Yeah, for stoopy people.
The stoopy people. It's called Petty Crimes. It's a true crime comedy podcast that exclusively investigates non-crimes.
Love that.
So our listeners, week over week, submit crimes from their lives, really like interpersonal stories that are petty and low stakes and pretty silly oftentimes. And then my co-host Kira and I bring them into our Petty Crimes court. And we alternate presenting the case. So one will be judge, one will be jury, and then we'll flip-flop the next week.
That's amazing.
And we basically run through their story, which are increasingly getting wild as our audience grows.
Oh, sure.
Because everyone's a little petty and people are really strange.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we go through the story and we very unqualified rule who is guilty and who is not within the story.
As you should.
And then we give them a petty sentencing. Go into a little criminal or minimal at the end, which we can maybe do today, and it's good. It's a good show. Fucking check it out.
Okay, I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, being like a person who is the judge of pettiness, I'm sure there are things that you do that could be considered petty.
Yes.
Do you have something that you either have done or often do that is like considered petty?
Well, we were just talking off camera. I was like, wow, what a great question. I wonder where this came from. We were just talking off camera and with a few of the producers too about toilet paper and the kind of eternal debate of whether or not it should roll over or under.
Yeah.
And
Olivia, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Before I spill the tea.
I feel like when I picture toilet paper, for me, it's going to be over.
Okay.
And I, of course, said over as well.
Okay, got it. So we're friends.
Oh, good. Thank God. Okay.
No, because it rolls over. And
it rolls over.
Remind me your name?
Oh,
Cass, your producer.
Yours rolls under?
My wife.
Oh, blaming your wife. Very petty. Very petty.
But he brought up the fact that I think a lot of people who are pro-over know, which is that the orial patent for toilet paper by Mr. Toilet Paper
Dr. Toilet Paper, President Toilet Paper.
rolls the fuck over. For whatever reason, that was the design. And so something that I do actively, that's petty, is whenever I go into a house, like literally anyone's house, and I'm peeing, I told you I'm never pooping in someone else's house. I'm very regular, queer boy. I will change their toilet paper to roll over if it is rolling under.
Yes.
And I will not tell anyone. I'll exit the bathroom and I'll let my decision positively impact their life.
Wow.
Yes. And then the thing I asked you after that is I was like, do you do that for you or for them?
Mostly for me.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Probably for everyone. Yeah. Good of humanity.
Because we're looking at the patent now, United States Patent Office.
There's the patent.
Yeah, it does. It goes over.
Oh my God.
And why do we think that is? Like, what is the benefit of the toilet paper going over?
Well, because then it's just closer to your hand. You reach out.
Good
to
point.
me, I'm like, you reach out and you just go, whereas
Figure
if
one,
it's
figure
under, you kind of have to be like, oh, though. You have to like reach your hand under. That's my take.
You know what I will say looking at this patent? The one benefit I do see to it rolling under, and which is why public places have that little like metal slab that like holds it, is that maybe when it rolls under, the wall prevents it from rolling so much. Because I'm looking at the way I prefer it, and it does seem like it would, that would be a cat's dream.
Right. That is a cat's dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And it could be slightly harder depending on the proximity of the wall for the cat to achieve its dream if it was under. Right.
Oh, right.
Olivia, what's the pettiest thing you've ever done?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Or pettiest thing you actively do?
I never bring anything up. That's what I do that's petty. I keep everything in.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep everything in and I just go like, well, this person always does that. And that is like maybe past petty to like
that tracks.
Really bad.
Our petty criminals are people, we've seen a trend. We've been doing the show for 3.5 years now. They are oftentimes people who don't speak up in the moment.
Yes.
And let things fester.
Yeah.
Period.
That's
exactly.
what I do.
Fester.
That's what I do every day. Uncle Fester, that's
Uncle
me.
Fester. And it's not healthy, but we give them an outlet to eventually let it out.
That is, maybe I'll start writing into your show.
Yeah.
About things Sydney does.
I think I think the way to prevent pettiness is communication.
100%. You have to let it out. And it can still be petty. It's like the source is petty. It's got to be petty. But like you don't want pettiness to build up for too long, because then the pettiness turns into something more serious.
That's true.
Which is not what our show covers.
I guess the thing about it too is that like you can bring...
And murder can be petty.
Murder can be petty. Murder can be really petty. Actually, if you look up like Florida man crimes...
I think a lot of murders are probably petty.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of murders are just like, you cheated on me. And it's like, I don't like being cheated on at all. But I also am not so petty that I would murder someone over it.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on who they cheat on.
Well, I could murder someone for something.
If it's my dad?
Yeah, if it's my dad, then
they're going to die.
Oh
they're going to get killed.
And that's a little petty.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's true. I guess the pettiness of the cheating, if they're petty enough to cheat on you with your dad,
bye-bye.
Then you can be petty enough to kill them.
Here's something petty I used to do for years.
Beautiful.
For years?
For years.
Okay.
Every year of college. Years. College.
Okay.
I found out that Victoria's Secret used child labor.
Oh, well, we did this together. I was
not expecting you to say that.
And now my petty
we did this
reaction.
Okay.
Was it petty theft?
Yeah, is I would go to Victoria's Secret, take underwear into the dressing room, put it on underneath my clothes.
So many
and
pairs
walk
underneath
the
your clothes.
Fuck out.
Can I add, and this is a real crime that we're admitting to on the internet.
Exactly. Can you retroactively be? You can't be.
They
like
cannot come for me. They cannot come for me.
No, this is you guys are.
You can't do it.
Yep.
Figure out your shit.
I was about to say like, here's how we used to do it in Urban Outfitters, and then I'm like, I don't actually know if I should give everyone tips on how to. But if you find me in the street, I'll give you the tips. I'll give you the tips on the street, but I can't give it on the podcast.
So you would put the underwear over the underwear you were maybe wearing? Were you wearing underwear? Okay.
Yeah, I was.
College?
College, I used to wear underwear.
Wait, how many pairs of underwear would you put on over your underwear?
Oh, infinite.
Many as I fucking could.
Wow.
Because the thing about it is I was like, I'm going to put on so many because I'm going to not buy. First of all, I don't want to spend money on these like tiny, tiny little thongs
that were made by children.
What kind of underwear I'm wearing? Tiny little.
Okay, breaking news.
Like
Suddenly wears thongs.
Little bit of material, paying so much money for it.
Being like $45,
so
$30.
Stupid. And I was like, I'm just going to put on so many. And then what am I going to do? Leave and they're going to what? Go like, excuse me, ma'am, take off your pants.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
They're not doing
they
that.
Can't really, they can't really fact check that.
Would you say you're more petty or more criminal?
With that one?
No, in general.
Oh.
Just everyone.
In general, actually, maybe more criminal.
I'm more criminal, I think.
Yeah, because like stealing, shoplifting underwear is a crime.
Yeah.
Technically.
The reason is petty, like why you're doing it is petty, and it's very nice, it's altruistic.
Okay.
Shout out to the workers.
It's so altruistic. Shout
out to the workers. But yeah, that's a full-on crime, girl.
I know. And in college, I remember telling my therapist and being like, but I'm doing it for the kids. And my therapist being like, you're not.
That doesn't count.
And this is actually so stupid.
That does not count.
I think I might be more criminal than petty, too.
Really?
Why? What did you do?
This is so cool. We have to go on a spree after this.
I've definitely, oh my God, this is like on YouTube, right?
I know. No one's going to see it. No one's going to see it.
No one's going to see it. No one's going to see this episode. No one knows me.
No one knows us. People turn it off when we come on.
I acted like I have no idea what you're talking about. I have also been known to sticky finger certain things.
Everyone's had a college phase.
Currently, not currently.
Not currently.
Yeah, not currently.
Of course not.
Not like right now.
Of course
You're not doing it right now.
No.
You're not
But yeah,
stealing
when there are
stuff from the
massive
studio.
powers that be that aren't going to know the difference, it is petty of me to take from their business.
That's correct.
And I make sure, and it's not like a tip-based place, so it's not affecting the workers.
Correct.
And so I don't think it's really affecting their bottom line.
There you go.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I almost said the name. But yeah, that's a good question because I'm not really that petty. Like it's funny because I host petty crimes, but like I am way more direct and communicative, I think, than a lot of our listeners.
And probably because
and that's why you need to be the judge or jury.
Yeah.
Yeah, or sometimes at least.
And also, like, that also probably prevents you from being petty. Constantly reading about pettiness probably is the best lesson for being like, oh, I don't want to be like that.
Wow, petty crimes is my therapy. Kira and I talk about that all the time. We learn from other people's mistakes. And so if it comes down to someone Venmoing me for buying toilet paper, then I'm going to be like,
Venmo requesting you.
Yeah, exactly.
Being like, give me $3.60. We've lived together for
I'll probably
4
like,
years.
babe, why are we doing this?
Yes.
You know? And like just keep
And it's like,
pillow
I'll
talk.
send it, but like, I feel like you don't like me.
It's interesting.
Like, I'll send you the money. I just feel like you don't like me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was a revelation.
Yeah, no, definitely like worth talking about. Like any sort of like, oh, I don't feel like this is right. Definitely worth talking about.
I will say I'm petty in the way that like, if someone, like there are people who, let's say there's people we've both known or dated or had fallings out with.
Yep.
Let's
And
say,
they're mutuals?
let's say Syd had like people that like she, knew and then didn't know.
Okay.
She is totally fine with all those people. She's in good standing with pretty much everyone.
Okay.
I am not in good standing with those people on her side.
Oh,
if that makes sense.
interesting.
Like there are people who I'm like, oh, I hate this person indefinitely because they said this thing to Syd once. And it's like, yeah, but like,
However, I will say one of the funniest memories I have is from like college, and I had like an ex in college or something who was coming to something.
Yeah.
And you were like, I am gonna fucking give him a piece of my mind. I don't fucking like this guy. And then he came over and you were like, hey, how are you?
And that's petty because it's like, like, I'm keeping it all.
Yep. The intent.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's fair.
And then you walked away and you were like, I didn't even say.
It's so very
good
nice to see you. How have you been? And can you
I
tell me?
got him.
Yeah.
It's like, no, she was lovely.
I'm such a golden retriever
literally
that like me being mean is like, hi.
Got it. Wait, you guys knew each other in college?
High school and college.
Whoa,
yeah.
wait, where are you from?
Well, I was born here and then grew up and then lived in Vegas for 10 years and then came back.
And I've been in LA the whole time, and then we met when she came back from Vegas. And we were on a high school improv team because no one wanted to fuck us. And then we went to college together, and we were like, wait, we should do comedy stuff together more specifically. And
now people want to fuck us.
And make people want to fuck us.
Wow, cool.
And it's the second part hasn't worked, but we do the comedy, which is good.
Got it. Okay.
And that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Am I? We'll never know. We'll never fucking
Comedy
know.
World. So my co-host and I are college friends as well. We met in college.
Oh my God, I love that.
Where in college? Or what college?
Boston College.
Oh, fun.
East Coast. We grew up in the same kind of area code of Northern New York. We obviously didn't know each other. I'm from a farm all the way north.
You're from a farm?
That's
I
kind
grew
of
up on a
everything.
farm.
Okay, that's
I did.
everything. Did you have chickens?
We did have chickens.
I had chickens.
Work.
I didn't grow up on a farm, though. They were not legal.
So you had
Criminal.
literally
Criminal.
though. That literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. So like suburban coop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like backyard coop. And eventually they came for us. And
The chickens? Oh.
no, that would be awesome.
Got it.
That would be everything.
I was like,
no, the city.
Okay.
But all of our neighbors band together and said, actually, we own these chickens all together, which they didn't. But they just said, like, according to the code, now you can't come for them. So have good neighbors.
That's exactly the kind of shit we cover. We've had a suburban chicken coop crime submitted to us where, it is lovely that this household has decided to have chickens and farm fresh eggs. And
we didn't have a rooster. That's the other thing. I want to just clarify. We did not have a rooster.
Okay. So no like cockadoodle.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, grew up on a farm. She and I met in college. We're like socially friends. And then I moved to Los Angeles. When she moved to Los Angeles, we reconnected and we just started developing this little idea, this little petty
so
idea.
fun.
And
That's so
that was
fun.
3.5 years ago.
Well, I also think you're kind of doing the Lord's work because
Me
you're
too.
showing people like, don't do this, be direct,
Yeah.
and then maybe we can all get along.
Yeah, a little more directness. It's funny because Kira and I balance each other out very well. I'm new to dating, and so I've also learned a lot from being partners with her. And I'm queer, so I'm dating a lot of types of people. But regardless, I'm learning about certain strengths of mine and also certain things that I need to work on.
Totally.
And in certain areas, it pays to be direct.
Right.
But in certain areas,
It does not.
It does not.
Yep.
Choose your battles.
Yeah. Oh, that's I mean, that's
Big
the
choose your
biggest.
battles.
Yeah.
I think that's like the biggest like log line of anything dating. It's like
Yeah.
it's time to
And anything
choose
petty.
your battles.
Yeah.
The whole point of petty is that it's like you're choosing the wrong battles, right? Like that's the definition of petty. It's like, this is not the battle.
It's
this
repurposed.
is not the hill to die
yeah.
on.
And I definitely resonate with that because I think especially in the queer world where people grow up being like needing to be defensive and to
Right.
defend themselves and to
100%.
I guess explain themselves. Now that we're dating in LA, which is a shit show by the way, because none of us know how to do it. It is like a constant kind of like inability to like let things go.
Totally.
I did it on an app the other day. I sent a Grindr. Have we heard of it?
Of
I
course.
learned this morning.
So I sent an album to someone. Obviously, it looks explicit.
Uh-huh.
And he asked for.
like a song.
Oh,
album.
yeah.
And I was like,
I
that's
sent
fun.
my
On
album.
Grindr, you said. Here's Sabrina Carpenter's
He was a
man's best
music
friend.
producer. I was trying to climb.
This is my album. Yeah.
He asked. I sent an album which takes care of everything, right? You see all of me quite literally. And he asked for a follow-up picture, and I was like, "It's in the album." And he goes, "No, it's not." And so I opened my album to look for the picture that he was requesting, and I was like, "Yes, it is." And I literally, in that moment, was like, "I should just let it go because it's really not that important." Like whatever, like doesn't matter. But I fired off. LOL, it was. But then I was like,
But
here's
here
the
it is
picture
again.
you requested.
Yeah.
And he liked that.
Okay, I think
You know?
that's like there's an element of spice there. It's not
Yes.
like mean. It's not like you dumb. Of course it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah. So
He should have just looked through
I think you
the
did the right
pictures.
thing. Actually, I don't
agree.
think you were in the wrong there because what? And then he's going to gaslight you about every nude for the rest of your guys' marriage.
Yeah, and it's funny because
Yeah,
it's
you
like
guys are getting married.
Yeah,
we're
you guys
getting
are
married.
getting married.
And you don't know actually. It's funny because you joke about that, and I joke about that. It's like really not that serious, but like it's still a dating app, and so
Yeah.
I've had historically great conversations with people, and again, we haven't met in person or we have just once. And something petty like that will come up. And because of how sensitive we are, I think everyone is, but especially queer people,
Right.
something like the way I responded would like kill the conversation. And then I would
Right.
never
Right.
potentially see them and maybe get married to them.
Right.
And so now that I'm focused more so on finding meaningful connection and using this
Yeah.
tool for what it is or what it could be used for, I am second checking myself and being like, you don't need to be petty and say, no, I'm right. Because he might run away.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
what
like,
were you gonna
does
say?
it matter to be who's right? Or
Yeah.
like, does that
Yeah.
matter more to you than like, let's just be happy?
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like
It's hard.
I
It's
know.
hard.
I know it is so hard. But sometimes I feel like, especially if you like grew up with siblings.
I did. Very different to who I am. And we had to like battle it out a lot,
And there's like an instinct to be like, well, I'm right to the person that
Yeah.
you're spending a lot of time
Yeah.
with who becomes kind of familial to you. Being like, no, you're wrong and I'm right. But then you're dating somebody
Yep.
and you're like, I have the instinct to do that
Yes.
because I spent so long with a sibling.
Yeah.
And then you're like, but I don't want to do that
And I
because
don't
who
need to
cares?
do this.
No,
It
and
doesn't
who
matter. It's
cares?
petty.
You know what is so much more stressful than a packed calendar?
2 packed calendars.
Or
Yeah.
realizing you don't have any coffee before your morning meeting.
That's like a nightmare. That's like a nightmare I've had when I was asleep before.
That's why I stocked up on coffee when I saw that Thrive Market was having a back to school sale.
Even if you're not going back to school, this is a great time to reset because Thrive makes it easy to shop for high quality pantry staples,
Snacks.
vitamins,
And even skincare.
without the errands or the ingredient label deep dives.
I just restocked with Aloha protein bars, Simple Mills crackers, and my favorite Poppy drinks, and all of it was 25% off.
That's iconic. What's cool is that Thrive actually makes it really easy to shop by diet.
Oh, yeah.
Which is harder when you're just in the grocery store being like, oh, like, does this have gluten? Does this have gluten? And it's like, you can just press a filter.
You could be like, I'm a vegetarian.
Yep.
And they'll be like, here's a bunch of vegetarian
All the options you can have. Absolutely. And I need that.
And it came really fast. All of my order came so fast. I was actually shocked. I use this and you should too. It's awesome.
Now is the best time to try Thrive Market. You get 25% off select items.
And new members get 30% off their first order plus a free gift.
Go to thrivemarket.com/talk to start saving.
The sale ends August 31st, so don't miss it.
I also feel like dating apps are inherently so much pettier than any other type of dating because everyone, like the thing you said is so valid of like growing up and being like, I have to fight to be like, guys, I exist and I'm literally allowed to exist and this is how I exist and it's fucking allowed and leave me the fuck alone. And that is a whole fucking thing. Yeah. And then on top of that, just being on apps and everyone who's on apps has had so many bad experiences on apps. So they're projecting like, oh my God, this is going to be this. Every guy, in a hetero thing is going like, oh, this girl just wants dirt. And every girl is going like, oh, this guy just, and
totally.
and it's just like,
is that how girls sound?
That's how all women sound. Okay. Quote me on that.
Canceled.
I think they sound like this.
All women are like, wow, I could be unsafe here physically if this is the wrong person.
It's a good point.
There's this level of defense, and then
it's not personal.
No,
like you're on a screen, and so it's and pettiness. Yeah, we've seen the equation. We've done the studies with our show. It's like the less personal you are with someone, the less you have like a connection with them. The like riper the petri dish is for pettiness.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And dating apps are that because it's like I have not met this guy. We've been chatting for a few days, but he is a stranger to me. And so any little kind of wrongdoing that he might feel or I might feel is totally, it's like, it's fine to just use that as an excuse to walk away.
It's like how people can like comment the most horrifying shit on Instagram and stuff.
God.
And like you can rip apart someone's physical appearance or you can make fun of anything that someone like it's all just material to like go at because you're not clocking their humanity. You're not clocking their humanity.
Yeah,
their humanity is standing on business.
Right.
Standing on business. I just heard Justin Bieber say that on his new album.
Oh yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, he put the recording of
from his paparazzi
yeah,
thing.
That's actually everything.
And his producer was like, yeah, whatever.
He
like coaching him on how to be black.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, listen to the song, girl. It's so interesting. The producer has like this, he's got like commentary weaved in. And he's funny. He keeps like saying like, "Oh, Justin, your like soul is black, but your skin is white," and which is like a compliment. And Justin's taking it as such.
Is the producer a black man?
Good question.
Because I was like,
yes,
okay,
I mean, yeah.
I think if he's a white man, then that's not okay.
Yeah, I think the producer's black. I would be shocked if Justin put that on and the producer was white.
Oh my god,
but yeah,
that would be crazy.
I was picturing it as a white person being like, Justin, you're so black.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't know if we should do that.
But yeah, standing on business, not business. That's how you really get people away from it, I guess. That's what the producer said.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Wow, strange.
Wow.
A strange track.
I gotta listen to that track. I do love his sense of humor about that paparazzi clip, though. I will say, whatever his crash out is, like the clip he posted of that with the mashup of the Love Island. I'm a dad, I'm a mommy. It was a very funny mashup.
Wait, Justin mashed it up?
Justin Bieber posted
someone did it, and then he posted it on his page.
Got it.
Which is like, it's good to know that he has a sense of humor.
No, it's like, it's like I know nothing about anything, but the fact that he posted that is very fucking funny.
Yeah, it's attractive.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Let's all fuck him.
I would.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Let's actually all go.
This isn't on the other finger.
He's married. He's married.
Right.
He's married, you guys.
Right.
So speaking of questioning if things are petty or not.
Okay.
We
like
do,
a personal story for me?
We do have some things that we want to get your take on to see, like, is this a crime? I think it's kind of like what you guys do of like criminal or minimal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to just kind of chat about these things. This is a segment we're calling Is This a Crime? Music!
Cut the music! Oh my God,
music.
cut the music.
Okay, so just like, let's all chat.
Okay.
Does this feel like a crime?
Yeah, we're going to list some things and you're going to tell us, is this a crime? And if it is a crime, how bad of a crime?
Okay.
Okay.
Olivia, do you want to do this first one?
Yeah. Not texting someone back. Let's say within 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Oh, who is this person? Just anyone?
Anyone. Yeah, just these are
minimal.
just
Oh, sorry,
minimal?
I'm trained to minimal. Yeah. I'm gonna just say criminal or minimal.
Yeah.
Minimal.
Like
so that is
not that bad.
It's not that bad. Like unless it's like a dire situation or someone that is asking you for something. Again, but this is just in general.
Yeah.
We need to be less connected to people in general. It is not normal how connected we are to the amount of people we are. And so if you can't get to a text response within 24 hours, generally, I'm going to say that's minimal.
You want to hear something? This is, okay, yes, 100%.
So I love that you answered that.
I never do. I will always respond.
I want to show you my phone really quick.
That's crazy. Wait, hold on. Just so for the people listening, I'm not going to show 1,671 unread texts.
Yes.
How many group chats are you part of?
Oh, so many.
That's the
and
Achilles
spam.
heel.
Yeah,
Spam.
Just like I'll like sign up for a 10% discount on a website 2 years ago,
and you'll just never tell them
and
to
I'll
stop.
just never press stop. I'll just keep deleting it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, that's a lot of.
It's horrifying, but the good news is I'm not going to jail for that.
That's true. I just said minimal.
Yeah.
I just ruled.
Yeah. The thing I was going to tell you is that sometimes I feel that people expect a text back and that can lead them to crime. For example,
been there. Oh my God, that literally just happened to me yesterday.
Really?
I'm like, that's the thing. Like our show, we say things and then we were like, wait, I did the opposite literally yesterday.
Oh my God.
My friend didn't respond to me on Instagram.
What happened?
And I jokingly, he sent me a reel, which is like, I'm getting used to, like, gays love to send reels because they're funny and like that's a form of communication.
Yeah,
without
that on
saying
a t-shirt.
anything.
Gays love to send reels.
Gays love to send reels. And so I take time to watch the reel and I'm like, oh, okay, start to finish because I like to consume. And then I respond based on that reel. I'm like, I literally bullet pointed responded. I'm such a robot. And he saw it and he didn't respond. And then a day goes by, I'm not thinking of it. And then I'm thinking of him for something else and I'm going to DM him and I see that he never responded to me. And I say, what did I say? Let me just bring it up, girls.
Oh, no.
He sent me a reel. I go, LOL, it's another podcast. Ugh. And it said, good to know this length of reel did well. Oh, funny, because it's like we're like toying with like the length of our reel.
I get that, yeah.
So 1, 2, I remember my first time masturbating. It was in the Berkshires.
I really hope that has nothing to do with the reel.
I think it does. They're talking about like
the
a
reel
story.
Is just like a cat like jumping around.
He sent it to me because it was like this kind of petty story that these podcasters are talking about. And then I say, I feel like you and this kid would be friends if you were younger.
Nice.
And then he didn't respond to that. Okay. And I feel like I took the time to respond to his message.
Very thoughtful.
And so the next day when I was going to message him about something totally different, like just a loving text, I, instead of saying that loving text, I just said, fully ignored me, period. And he sent a question mark and I said, yes. And then he sent this, you have a sensitive side.
Oh my God.
So I just ruled minimal. I am such a perpetrator of it.
Wow.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're so fine. So then maybe the person not responding to the text can be minimal, and then the person responding to the person not responding to the text can also be criminal.
If you send me a text and I respond, like we'll say immediately within the 24-hour period, and then you don't respond to me, I feel like, why did you message me?
Why did I respond? Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I had once someone knocked on my door at midnight.
Oh, pass.
And I was like,
immediate.
I was
criminal.
like, it was already criminal. I went to the door and I was like, hello? And I didn't open it. I just said it through the door. And they said, hi, this is Brew.
Oh my God, I remember this.
Not a real name.
No,
okay. Brew.
Classic Brew.
He said, Brew, this is Brew. Have you noticed anything weird around here?
He is not doing well with this.
I wanted to be like, you right now.
Yeah.
Right now is weird.
In front of my door?
He said, your neighbor, I texted your neighbor. I'm not going to say their name.
Okay, why not?
Say their name. Let's call him.
And your address.
Yeah. Let's call him.
Spork.
Junk. Let's call him Junk.
Okay, Brew and Spunk. Oh, Drunk. Excuse me.
Spunk.
Oh
Let's
my
call
God.
him Spunk.
Let's call him
Look
Spunk.
what happens.
Yeah, his name is Spunk.
He was like, I texted your neighbor 6 hours ago. And he didn't respond. And I'm wondering if something's going on.
Oh, shit.
I already called the police and they're out front.
No way.
And the police were out front. And then I hear Spunk in the other apartment going, Brew? And he goes, Brew, what's happening? And I went, okay, you guys got this.
Yeah.
And then I walked away and then I saw Brew and Spunk talking to the police.
I'm just curious as to like, what is Spunk's life that 6 hours of no communication warrants calling the cops, because it's either that Brew is a lunatic or a very codependent lover.
Yeah.
Or a good person.
Who knows? Spunk is in danger.
Because it could be that Spunk is a person who is usually in danger.
Yeah, maybe Spunk's constantly in danger.
Being off the grid for 6 hours is a really bad thing.
Or Brew is like Spunk's sponsor or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or Brew.
To call the
terrible
police
name for an AA
nuts.
sponsor is
Spunk?
Brew.
Oh, excuse me. Well, yeah.
Well, Brew, because it's
Yeah,
like it's going to
Brew.
always remind you.
That's true.
It's just kind of like all of it was just like weird.
Yep.
But the coming to my door at midnight, I would say, is criminal.
Yes, for sure.
Wait,
Yeah.
speaking of, this reminded me, do you think it's criminal if an Amazon package gets delivered before 6:30 in the morning? And you that's on you to like open a door or something.
Oh, and
like
you
if
need to sign for it or something?
if you have to like, I'm saying this because this happens to you.
It happens to me regularly. Like, for some reason, the Amazon employees in my neighborhood do a really early
You're just like
shift.
literally first on their route.
Yes, and they
Like
like
a school
click
bus.
the gate button, and I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. and go like me and let them in.
Yeah, I think that's criminal.
And while it feels criminal, it's also not their fault because I'm guessing they're getting a crazy shift.
right, that's
Yes,
true. It's
totally. It's not
So
the
they're
worker's
not.
fault.
Maybe it's
Yes.
criminal of Amazon.
yes, and so
exactly.
many things are.
Exactly.
Right.
And so many things
Amazon
are
can be criminal in so many
Yeah,
ways.
Amazon is.
And it's criminal of me to order from Amazon.
That is
Yeah.
criminal.
And that's maybe why you shoplift a little
I
from Amazon.
stopped ordering from Amazon in my old apartment because every package everyone ordered from every place and every piece of mail would get stolen every day. So I stopped because I was like, I don't want to just order things for other people to steal. They have enough things to steal.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think a delivery of any package should be within business hours, and 6:30 is not.
Yeah, probably. Okay, what about
MOH.
this? Is this criminal? Having sex in a room with roommates? Like in Love Island, how they'll
Yeah.
all fuck under
Or
covers?
in college.
Or in college.
Or in
we've all-
college.
Yeah.
Or like some people after college because they just are like,
Just like kind of in general.
and this is not a group sex activity, of course. Just
Yeah.
to specify,
No, totally.
we're not talking about the roommate
No,
being.
this is having sex around people who are not consenting to hear or know about
and may or may not
hearing.
be asleep, or are they? They're not asleep on Love Island, right?
sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. I've not
Is it
watched
worse
a lick
if
of
they're
Love Island.
asleep? Is that more like? Is that more like? You know,
If they're, I don't.
Wait, what?
that was more.
Like
and
if
then
I'm
I
in
started,
college and I bring someone home and my roommate Paul is fast asleep and I know it, I hook up with someone. It only takes 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And and they leave. Is that worse than like Paul waking up when we come in and being like, do you mind? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I guess. Is it creepier?
Oh my God, it's so much weirder to be like, do you mind if we have sex in the room while you're here?
Yeah, it is.
That's so much
It is
more odd.
uncomfortable, but is it kind of deviant in a way that may not be cool
I hear what you mean.
to fuck in a room when someone is unconscious in the same room and didn't like if the person's awake, they at least know what's going on, and I think that's gross. Like I wouldn't partake, but I have been in situations where, let's say, a roommate was asleep, and I have felt like, am I being rapey right now?
Because
By,
they're
like, having
asleep
sex?
next, like
Yeah,
across the room from you having sex.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
It's not rapey?
You're
okay.
not. So long as, let's be clear, so long as you're not having sex with the person sleeping.
No, and that is bad.
That is
that's
bad. That is-
actually
and
criminal.
That
that's
is
bad
criminal.
always,
Capital
and that's
C.
real life criminal capital
For
C.
sure.
Yeah.
No, and I would say just in general, oh man, I'm going to say minimal. Just,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to say minimal because that's a good one. I'm feeling minimal. It's just sex. I feel like most people are doing it under the cover.
Yeah.
You and your person you're having sex with oftentimes are trying to be as private as possible. It's not like you're being super showcasey of
Yeah.
it.
Can I put a statute of limitations on it?
For sure. I think
30 and below.
Oh, I was going to go even lower. I was going to say if you're
College senior.
like college
Yeah.
senior,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's the end.
Because I'm picturing people being in like post-college situations in big cities like New York or LA where you're not going to have your own room, but you are going to be hooking up a lot. And so I was giving grace for
Bathroom?
that. Oh yeah, fuck in the bathroom. That's so fun.
part of me is also like, if you're
Or pick up the person who's asleep, put them in the bathroom,
yeah.
Put them in the
Put them in the
bathtub.
lock
bathtub.
the
The water on.
Yes.
put the water on, and then
Be like,
fuck in.
wake up.
Yep.
and then go to a hotel and fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's like, oh my God, college is wild. It's fine. I wonder what your listeners will think and your viewers, but like, I mean, I've been there. I've been in bed while someone's having sex. My roommate's having sex.
Yep.
I've definitely brought someone back.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so weird. College is not normal. Like I lived in a 9-person suite and we had 3 people in a room meant for 2 people. It was a forced triple epi.
Yeah.
Like I just can't. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I was in the same situation in college. I had a triple in a room that was supposed to be a double.
Same.
And it is just like, sometimes you kind of do what you got to do.
So I don't know if you guys have had this experience. I was on the top bunk freshman year of college.
And people were fucking underneath you?
Well, I don't know exactly what they were doing.
Okay.
They were playing checkers.
My roommate would bring home someone that in my head, hatefully, I called Cuddle Buddy.
Okay.
Because they would be like, we're just going to cuddle. And I would feel everything they were doing. Like the bed,
That's
like
not
I would
cuddling.
feel every movement and I'd hear, like it was like so, like because the beds were attached.
Yeah.
And I was above them.
Yeah,
I did feel everything.
You were
like,
part
I
of
felt,
the dance.
I was part of it.
Yeah.
Cuddling is pretty static. Cuddling is pretty
Yeah.
but
There was like
shaking,
whispering and moving around and like I feel like
that's
they
not
were
cuddling.
doing
That's at least dry
minimal.
humping.
They were doing writhing. Like it was a writhing.
Yeah, they were at
buddy.
least writhing.
They
It
were-
was at least her
Wait,
writhing.
is cuddling?
buddy.
Because this is so. I feel like I'm like a child, but I'm new to cuddling because I'm new to dating.
I love that you're new to dating. I think that's
that's
the sweetest
adorable.
fact
And you know
in the
what?
world.
I talk about it. I have talked about the journey a lot on our show, and a lot of people respond to us that they're also new to
I
dating.
think a lot
you know?
of people are holding off when
Yes.
they're younger.
Yes,
And
I
again,
agree.
especially in the queer world, but especially as things get a little bit more modern. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think the kind of like Hollywood narrative is that like you need to be in a relationship very quickly and
Totally.
learn from that. I'm definitely excited to learn from that, but
There's so
like,
many upsides and so many horrific downsides.
So
Don't worry.
when does cuddling not become cuddling?
When does it become
when does it
writhing?
progress?
Yeah, like when does it become writhing / like inappropriate to be on the top bed?
I think
witnessing?
cuddling, in my opinion, is non-sexual.
Okay.
I think cuddling is like
Oh.
tee-hee-hee, like ooh, we're getting all like like up in each other and like hugging and
We're getting
kissing.
all up in each other sounds
but it's not
sexual.
But it's
penetrative.
very different from like we're getting all up in each other. You know what I mean? Like it's very different from like ooh, I'm gonna like rub my junk on your junk or whatever the fuck people do when they
That's
have.
what we
I've
do.
had sex.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had sex, but I think cuddling is. I think it's the intention. I think.
Okay.
I think cuddling
Okay.
is not sexual,
Okay. I
and it can
understand
become
that.
sexual. It can
Yes.
lead to sexual things, but I would call it cuddling until it gets sexual.
Okay.
Yeah, it can.
I see that.
Yeah, it can
Got
lead.
it.
Yeah.
So I've done a little cuddling.
Yeah, okay.
It evolves.
Okay.
I think it's so fun that you're new to dating. I think that
Yeah.
that's very, very like.
Yeah, the last year has been like, and I've been reminded by listeners and also friends of mine that dating has, I think, many different
Yes,
definitions.
100%.
And so even like a hookup or a friends with benefit could be considered dating in certain ways. And so I'm obviously looking for something more committed in that dating, like something more traditional, I suppose. But I've been reminded not to discount my education in the dating world
100%.
because that just looked different than, to be quite honest, the heteronormativity that I grew up with.
Yeah,
Not to be that guy, but
No, totally.
But it's real. And also, like, I think that there is something interesting about dating where, like, you never know what lesson you're going to get from any type of dating, whether it's a hookup or like a situationship or something that goes awful and terribly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think every
Where'd you go there?
every dating thing, you definitely learn what type of person you don't want to be around. Sometimes you learn what kind of person you do want to be around. Often you learn what you don't want to be around, who you don't want anywhere near you ever again.
Yeah.
And that's good to learn. That's
Yeah.
good to learn. Because if you accidentally get into a committed relationship with someone who possesses all the qualities that you should have learned earlier, more casual dating that you do not want the fuck around you at all, that's worse.
Yeah.
Well, it is also like, it is so true of like the way we consume media. It feels like, oh, everyone had a partner in high school.
Yeah.
Which is like so not true.
I didn't.
Everyone
No one would
had like
touch
a
me in high
partner.
school.
No, but like, you know what I mean?
Improv.
Like
Improv.
it does feel like this thing of like, oh, so everybody's just ahead of schedule and like everybody's just been doing the thing. And like, I know so many people, I have so many friends who are like, have never been in a relationship, have never had sex or like whatever. And it's like, That's totally fine. Everyone's on their own
do your
path.
thing.
Totally.
But the way that you see in media, you're like, oh, I guess I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah. And our timeline too, or at least mine,
Yeah.
can't speak for everyone, like is shifted. It's a little more delayed. And I ask a lot of my like hetero buddies, when was the first time you kissed a girl? And I'm into a lot of types of people. My first kiss with a girl was actually on top of a goat house on our farm.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so romantic.
It was. We were playing Prince and Princess, and obviously I was writing, so I wrote a kiss into the story. And
Wait, that's so cute.
yeah, we had to do multiple takes because, you know.
Oh my God.
We needed to get it
Wait,
right.
I did that, but I was a little bit older and it was bad.
Okay.
Like you shouldn't do that when
Yeah.
you're like out of elementary school. You can't be like, I wrote in a scene where you kiss me. Like, you can't do that when you're out of
At
elementary
this point,
school.
I'd be like, fine, perfect. Let's do it.
You can't.
But my first kiss with a guy was, speaking of, oh my God, a top bunk in college, at Boston College in Vanderslice Hall.
Aw.
And that happened when I was 19. And so like if my first like romantic
Yeah.
kiss was when I was 19,
Yeah.
then like, and I asked my buddies when was their first kiss with a girl, and they're like, well, like 13 or 12, or if
Yeah.
they were in improv, like 21.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so our timeline has been shifted up. And so it's nice to hear that, because I feel like it just feels right for me to be ready for it now. I just turned 33, and when I turned 30, I guess, I felt a shift, and
That's awesome.
I had to work a few years to just correct, to rewire my behavior, especially with how addictive Grindr can be and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
hookup
for sure.
apps. And so it feels right for me, but I think weighing it against what I've only seen makes me feel like I'm late.
Totally.
But I am, and that's fine, because
But who
certain things.
Also, like,
Yeah.
there's no,
There's just no timeline. And also just especially with the like depending on who you're dating.
Yeah.
Like I started going on dates with women later in life. And it was like definitely a thing where I'm like, oh, I've always thought about this, but I didn't know if it was like okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if anyone was okay with it. And yeah, you feel really behind. You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I'm behind.
Yeah.
like
And we all feel that. Like it's really interesting. So my mom and dad met when my mom was 33. I just turned 33 on July 13th.
Oh, that's
and
actually amazing.
my mom's like, this is your year, baby.
Oh,
my God.
cute.
Feels right.
I have some friends that are currently dating for the first time and they're in their late 20s. And I think it's a really not bad idea because I mean, sure, there's firsts that you can't avoid no matter
Yes,
what, where you're like,
totally.
wait, this is what this is? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's going to happen no matter what. But you have so many more tools to handle shit. And
Totally.
you're your prefrontal cortex is fully formed.
Period.
That's
Most of us-
everything. That's literally everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Now this is a quick question.
Thank you, by the way. Thank you.
No,
It's
oh
nice
my
to
God.
have this
I'm
conversation.
very excited for
I
you
love
to
to
date.
have it.
And
Also, I
have
feel
many-
like a lot of people are going to resonate with that because
Also,
like,
I think a lot of people are going to fall in love with you.
Yeah, it's because like the Justin Biebers and like the celebrities, like when he dated Selena, it's like that was his narrative, and that's probably why it's so hard for them to break free of that. It's like, what about the time he was not dating someone?
Yeah.
It's like we're obsessed with this coupling, which makes sense because it's part of human draw and nature,
yeah.
but it's like, can we just chronicle someone who's fucking single?
Yeah, and the point is also his music, right? Like, shouldn't it be? Isn't the point like everyone's art and what they do with their lives, not who they be fucking when they are young?
we gotta ask you.
Oh shit. Okay.
We gotta ask.
Oh, yeah.
You, is this a
I'm
crime?
versed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we gotta ask you.
Are you versed?
No.
Here's a segment.
No, we gotta ask you. Is this a crime? It is really important.
Okay.
Have you heard of water sommeliers?
Yeah, I've heard of water somms.
And is that a crime or is that fine?
Ooh, that's such a good one. I love that one. Crime or fine? I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, is it fine to have a normal somm with wine? Or
Yes.
Criminal?
I guess
No,
my
that's
question
fine.
is like,
there's a difference between
if
wines.
you're paying a crazy,
but there's a difference between waters.
See, there we go.
so you don't taste a difference in water.
I do, but not enough to hire someone for that much money.
That's my question.
Oh.
Is it a crime to be like, I'm the person that you hire to come and help you guide you through your water somm experience?
Oh God. You know what? Law of supply and demand for me. It's like, if this water somm has spent X amount of time becoming proficient with water differentiation, that's on them. If people are willing to pay his ass or her ass to be that, that's on them. And so if the demand is there and it's being met, then I have to rule fine.
Okay,
it's
I love that.
fine.
I love that.
Yeah.
You for sure can taste. If I lined up our well water from the farm in northern New York with like Aquafina, you would be able to taste it.
No, and I definitely am one of those people that like I prefer certain like waters over other waters. And like if there's a choice, I will be making like an Arrowhead or Smart Water choice. I don't know if that's good or bad.
And I'm a room temp boy.
Okay.
Are you?
It's better for the vocals. It's actually better for your
I've
digestion.
Heard it's better for you in general, and I'm trying to get behind it, but I am incapable of it so far. I'm incapable of getting behind it so far.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah. I mean, I'm capable of it, but it's
why was that so important? Are you guys like? Is this like a?
No, I just need to know.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
No,
I drink a lot of water. Like
I love
moving to the desert. Y'all grew up here, but I'm from the East Coast where there's water, there's moisture in the air.
Right.
It's dry.
Yeah. You need water.
Yeah. It's dry.
Speaking of water, is it a crime to name your child Aquaman?
Yes, because the movie's bad.
Okay.
Wait.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Actually, great
okay.
point.
So,
but Jason Momoa.
Oh, you could
also
name your kid Jason Momoa. That's fine.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but not Aquaman. If it was like a little bit better rated on Rotten Tomatoes, I think you could.
Yeah. No, that kid's gonna get bullied. Trisha Paytas' son is gonna get absolutely bullied.
Yeah. And then Olivia, you
wait. Trisha Paytas named her kid
Aquaman this week.
She was the first celebrity I ever met in Los Angeles. Because she's the YouTuber, right? She's Vivacious.
Yeah.
She lived in the building that I stayed in for a week with like one of my mom's good friends, and she was literally her next door neighbor.
Oh my God. And what was that like?
Lovely. She's like a really nice person.
I'm sure.
My mom's friend, shout out Susan, is also a pretty good judge of character, and she was like, she's really nice. She's a good neighbor.
That's
a hustler. Yeah.
I mean, she seems fun as hell. So
and her child is named Aquaman. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh no,
Aquaman Moses.
You have to think about the kid with that.
You have to think about like in general,
like the future of your kid.
Are they going to get ripped apart in school? Yes or no? And is there a nickname we can do?
Not even
you can't really.
You call your kid man.
Now Aquamarine.
Yeah, Aquamarine. Now
that's a good name.
Beautiful name.
No, that's a good name, honey.
Okay, here's a question: using AI to write your wedding vows.
Ooh.
Is that a crime?
Is that a crime?
That's a crime.
I think so.
That's a crime.
I think so.
It's like, I think I'm pro using AI as the tool, a tool, like a Google tool, or just an informational reference tool. But like when AI eclipses intention, like human intention, which like I feel like your vows are like the epitome of that. That's a problem.
I was writing a maid of honor speech, and I literally just looked up on a regular non-AI website how to write a maid of honor speech.
That's different.
And it was like, here are the steps. And I was like, great. And then I just wrote it in my own words and just made it my thing. And everyone at this wedding was like, whoa.
Yeah.
They were like, that was not written by AI. I could tell. And I was like, what?
Weird feedback.
Yeah. A couple people were like, I could tell you wrote it yourself and not AI. So really good job.
Wow, this is happening.
And I was like,
Me too.
I was like, is what? And they were like, there are certain things where you can tell if something's, and I didn't even know it was a fucking option, because anyway.
Wedding speeches are hard. I've been to a few now, and like we're all performers.
Yeah.
And so it's probably, even without that, you would have, I'm sure, done great. Maybe.
You have to like.
But like the normal person who is not used to speaking publicly and crafting that.
Yeah.
I support them getting help from like a chat GPT structurally, but like the content of it can't come from that computer.
It's gotta come from the heart.
I just needed to know that the bullet points of like, hi, I'm Olivia and thanks for coming, and then go into this part, you know?
You needed to know how to introduce yourself.
Yes, exactly. I was like, what is my name? Please help me.
So Olivia, do you want to?
I guess my question, here's another thing. Is it criminal? Is this song criminal or fine?
Okay.
Is this fine?
Private parts, these are my private parts. Nobody should see them. Nobody should touch them. Nobody should feel them. If you touch my private parts, if you touch my private parts, I will tell my mommy.
Or my daddy.
I will tell my daddy. I will tell my teacher, cause these are my private parts. These are my private parts. Nobody should see them. Nobody should touch them. Nobody should feel them. This is my body, and I
land the
have
plane.
boundaries.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, I think 617,000 people like it.
Yeah.
The need for the song is criminal.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting though? I wonder if you guys have this.
Yeah.
One of my best friends is a teacher, and putting song behind a lesson helps ingrain it into your memory forever. Like I remember the Arthur theme song from when I was like well, we didn't have cable, so like 17.
I
but-
can list the presidents.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Because my mom
Put
put
song
them
behind it.
to the song Dayenu from Passover.
Wow, that is so specific.
That's sick.
George Washington, John F.
And so-
Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Harrison.
That's helpful. You're coming to trivia with us next
yeah.
time.
Zachary.
So
Oh
for
my
this,
God. I didn't know you could do that. That's so
Franklin
cool.
Pierce. Oh yeah.
this is a really important message
Oh, yeah.
for kids to learn, which
Yeah.
is don't fucking touch my private parts.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're a stranger. And so I'm going to rule fine. I'm going to rule minimal on this because I think the takeaway, it's like a little cringe and it's definitely going to be in my head for the week.
Right.
Well, then
But-
now you'll know.
The fact that it's in kids' heads and they'll remember in a situation when something's happening like that,
Yep.
the song will maybe be recalled and like
Yeah.
hopefully they can start singing this or saying this. I think it's a helpful defense mechanism for very vulnerable people.
I'm
So
going to
just saying-
say I love this song and I can't wait for the remix.
there needs to be a beat drop.
There needs to be a
There
beat
needs
drop.
to be a beat drop.
I think this is a beautiful start to one of the best songs that could
She's
ever
so
exist.
pretty, and I like the hot air balloons in the background. I'm for this.
The
It's
one
I'm
note
for
I
it.
have is that I don't know if we need nobody should feel them after nobody should touch them. I think we're
You think
kind
it's
of
redundant?
I think it's redundant. I think we're kind of giving more ideas at this point. Like I think we gotta cut it. Like nobody should touch them. We got it.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
should feel them. Okay, don't go into more things that people
maybe
shouldn't
no
do.
more detail.
We're not going to give people more ideas of what to do.
It would be curious to see. Like, I would love to talk to her if she, wrote this, which I'm sure she did.
sure,
and
yeah.
She's
like,
awesome.
maybe for some reason, the feel and touch are the two words that, and this is getting dark,
Yeah.
like that predators use the most.
Oh.
And for kids to be able, he's not allowed to touch me, but like the feeling, does that mean touch?
Well, you
And
know
so
what?
covering all of your bases is just like, no, if they say feel or touch.
You need to be this woman's lawyer.
Yeah.
That's
just in general.
a really interesting point.
Right? Like, what is the most common like words used by predators?
Yeah, I
to
had not
convince
thought
them
about
that this
that.
is
I
okay.
I did not think.
And so maybe those are the two that are top of list, and I don't care. I'm for this.
I just want the remix, and if you guys can make the remix, please do.
I'm going to say
her.
wildly criminal that we need things like this, but absolutely go you for doing it.
criminal that there's no
And
remix
thank you.
yet.
And absolutely thank you. Love
Future
you.
Aquaman will thank you.
Oh my God,
Yes.
Aquaman one day is going to be like, let me.
I know this. I know the lesson. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn
Yeah.
the song.
Okay, let's do one more.
Okay.
Is this a crime? One last thing. Recently, we had a video that went a little bit viral on Instagram about the Magic
Congrats.
School Bus. Thank you.
My God. I love Miss Frizzle. I love
Yeah.
Magic School
Yep.
Bus.
How can you not? Now, our question is,
Yeah.
there are a bunch of comments, as when things go viral on Instagram, you
Yeah.
get like the weirdest
Totally.
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to show you the video.
Oh, that's you. Look at.
That's us. And then we're going to ask you, is it criminal? I will tell you what the comments are afterward. Remember
When
when
they get nutted on by salmon?
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they get nutted on by salmon?
The Magic School Bus getting nutted on by salmon?
What are we talking about?
So Miss Frizzle takes them to the bottom of the ocean.
Because she shrinks them down and she makes them into salmon eggs.
Here we go.
Ah.
And they are staying in salmon eggs. And then they're trying to show reproduction, but
exactly,
I
to
think they
study
just
that.
didn't want to show animals.
So they
were like,
have the salmon nut on all the salmon eggs, and all the kids are like, "This is
Yay!
awesome! I love learning."
What
So-
are we talking about?
so you're
That's
going to
so
see it,
crazy.
and then you're going to go, no way.
The salmon is shaking its tail, getting ready to nut.
Oh my God. Is the sperm going to come out? No
Yeah,
way.
fortunately it is.
Onto the children and the
Yeah,
eggs?
and that's what I don't
Yes.
like.
This is the part.
Oh my God. The salmon is.
I know, right? And then Miss Frizzle's in the bus.
Miss Frizzle's like.
She's in the bus. Pressing the buttons to make the salmon turn. She's not in the eggs.
Ladies. Oh yeah, I've been there.
So that's the biggest part. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
We post this, and there are so many, I'm assuming Republicans,
I don't know who this is. Yeah.
commenting things like, "You two are perverted. This is a
Oh.
beautiful video and exactly how it should go."
What?
There are all these people being like, "This is exactly what it should be. Do not hate on this. This is perfect." And actually, how could you possibly? Some people said, "How could you sexualize this?" I'm like, because it's quite literally sex.
It's reproduction.
The thing that bothered me that I think is criminal is this misunderstanding of people going, that's literally how fish reproduce.
It's
there
like-
are hundreds of comments. People
Totally.
being like, that's literally how salmon reproduce. And I'm like, I'm not saying it's not.
No, I'm not taking that. I'm saying the kids shouldn't be in the egg.
Period. I
That's
just
what
saw
I'm
a comment. Why couldn't the kids have been in the bus?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why can't the kids be in the bus?
And I get so upset about this because people are being like,
oh my God, the salmon like masturbating
They're like, do you think
itself.
salmon fuck? Like, this is how salmon reproduce. I'm like, I'm not saying it's not.
people are missing the point on a level that is ungodly.
It's insane.
Don't bring God into this.
Sorry. People are being like, you're stupid if you think salmon fuck. I'm like, you missed the point.
That's exactly
I
it.
think
Yes.
salmon fuck. I think they do this. I don't want the kids to be underneath the sperm.
Those comments are like, they're not able to see even, that's the problem nowadays. It's
Only
like,
adults
is
make
actually
it
how
weird.
they
It
reproduce.
is weird. It's weird that the kids are in the eggs, you crazy person. Life_dreamer16.
It says only adults make it weird later. This is how they actually reproduce. No, it's not. Because
Because
they
the
don't
kids are
have
not in
kids
the
in the eggs. That's what we're saying. We're saying the kids shouldn't be in the eggs. I don't care if the kids were in the bus and we saw the salmon nutting on the eggs.
Kids can be in the
fine.
bus. Put the kids in the bus.
That's
Miss
fair.
Frizzle's in the bus.
That's fair.
She's in the bus.
She
That's
left her
fair.
lizard in the bus.
Yeah, her
But she put
lizard
the
gets to be
kids
in the bus.
eggs?
So here's the thing. Maybe they watch from a coral reef. I'm not saying, A, that salmon don't reproduce this way.
Yeah,
but B, also, they don't reproduce this way in that there are kids in the eggs.
Yes.
There aren't shrunk down human
but there
kids in the eggs.
are kids in the eggs.
That's correct.
true.
And
They're salmon kids.
Yeah,
so I
salmon kids.
understand the like.
kids are in
Unfertilized
the eggs.
salmon kids.
And so I
yeah.
think what's happening with these people's comments is that you saying, oh my God, this is exactly it. You saying that it's like gross for there to be kids in those eggs, which objectively having human kids in salmon eggs
Yes.
getting nutted on by
Yeah.
salmon sperm
Yes.
is weird. And
Yes.
right? But I think they're like behind their screens and their whatever states are thinking that you're saying that it's unnatural to be conceiving this way. Like naturally with salmon or like with semen in an egg, like I think they're just getting caught up on the mechanics of actual reproduction.
Yeah, they
they're
are.
not able to see the fact that this is like the creative liberty
Objectively
here
so weird.
is weird.
Yeah, no, they're the amount of comments that are literally like,
They're hearing you say
Like,
that like
I
natural
study-
reproduction's bad.
right. And then they're
Yeah.
defending the salmon who are going to read this and
This
be
is
upset.
how it happens. It's because it is in certain ways.
Sure.
okay,
but
so
they're
look at
not
this
always.
one. This guy wrote,
Right?
it's funny that you're
Canceled.
freaking out because salmon are fish. They spawn. Females lay the eggs and males fertilize them. IDK about you, but every kindergarten to fourth grade kid learned about salmon reproduction in school.
And then check what my
Yeah,
reply
the
was
view
because I
replies.
replied to this one.
LOL, they're
one more.
learning about salmon reproduction. Don't make it something it isn't.
I said-
it's a science. Show how
I said the kids are in the eggs getting jizzed on, Dana.
sad face.
that's so
And that's
interesting.
yeah,
This
so
is interesting.
It is the biggest like the issue here is the kids inside. Thank you,
Yes.
California Lichen.
So Miss Frizzle could have kept the kids on the bus, or to your point, on the coral reef, and
Yeah.
been like, and just like you, the kid or the salmon kids are in the eggs.
Yeah, love
but
that.
you're not, so don't worry about the
fact,
cum.
when it says, to be fair, this is how salmon reproduce. They don't have intercourse. They spawn. I didn't
Yes,
say
we
they have
know that.
intercourse. What are you? That
You
is
are-
1,500 likes.
You're
What do you-
missing the point. You're missing the point.
What do you mean? We're not saying this isn't how salmon spawn. We're saying the kids shouldn't be in the eggs. What are you talking about?
And then you've got the one gay saying, Miss Frizzle was the best teacher. I'd let her put a school bus in my butt any day. Bus emoji.
Iconic.
I agree. 16
So
likes.
anyway, is that criminal or not criminal?
Like you guys having this take meaning?
No, just like the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's criminal in this?
So I think we are fine. If I'm being honest.
I've got to say, I think the like creators of the Magic School Bus are a little criminal.
In
Like
this
they didn't
specific
need,
scene.
They just didn't need to put the students in the eggs.
And
like,
listen, I love so many
I don't
things
think they thought
do.
that this would be a thing.
No, I
they
don't
didn't even
see
know
that.
what like the internet was.
They were like, no one's ever going to see this.
No, yeah.
But like, so like
yeah.
the commenters are correct. You guys are correct.
Yeah.
The education is correct. It's
Yeah.
just like we're all seeing it from these like 3 different vantage points.
And maybe
looking
that's
at
beautiful.
the same thing, being like having different opinions.
And maybe
Yes.
that's beautiful.
I'm going to say y'all are all correct. It's
Thank
just
you.
Everyone
so
is
much.
right. So
And
keep
you're
those
right.
hate comments coming.
X-rated Magic School Bus. That was
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for
course.
clarifying all these things for us. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what we would have done.
I have so many more crimes that I was going to commit that I'm not going to now because of what you've done.
okay. Well, I'm doing God's work.
If you guys want to see episodes early, uncut, uncensored, check our Patreon. And where can the people find you and your
tell the-
podcast?
Where can the people?
Yeah, the podcast is on Instagram as well. We don't have X-rated Magic School Bus clips, but we have
That might be a
Probably
good thing.
yeah.
smart.
I don't know. It's engagement. You can find us on Instagram, Petty Crimes Pod, and that'll link you to wherever you get your podcasts. And then you can find me on Instagram as well, Griff Stark-Ennis, all undercase and no hyphens because They don't allow for it.
No, they don't.
And
that's criminal.
That's criminal. Thanks for having me. This was super fun.
Oh my God, thank you so
I can't
much
believe
for
you guys
coming.
have known each other so long. This is so cool.
Now we've known you for an hour.
Yeah, I can't compare.
And we're gonna
thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you
next Tuesday.
Bye.
Oh, because